Situation of the matter.
Welcome back to Situation of the Matter with Misty.
And Anya.
Today we're just going to kind of free flow and introduce who we are. So I will let Anya start with her question.
So, Misty, why don't you tell us a little bit about who Misty is?
So that can be a long story. This could take days, but okay, first, I'm a mother, I'm a Mimi, I'm a daughter, a granddaughter, a friend, a cousin, a working woman, and as we stated in our first episode, we had kids young, so it kind of gets hard to define who you really are. Oh, I'm a Christian. I try to live my life right in my opinion. What about you?
I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a mom. I am also the middle child, which we get so much backlash about being that middle child, but I'm the middle child, the only girl that my mom has. I am a niece. I am an aunt. I am. I'm just Anya. I like to think that I'm funny, even though my kids think I'm not. But I would like to think that I'm pretty funny. I am a working mom. I am an entrepreneur who owns a couple of businesses. Um, and I don't know. I'm a Christian, of course. I am a podcaster.
We're new podcasters.
New podcasters, but yep, that's about me. Not much. We live in Texas,
In the DFW area.
and I have 4 kids. If you haven't watched our episodes, I have 2 girls, 2 boys. I have a 27-year-old, 26-year-old, 23-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And I also have 3 grandsons. One is a angel baby, and I love it. So, Misty, you have what questions you have for me?
Okay, if somebody wanted to know like something awkward about you or something that they would find
Ooh,
funny, what would you tell
oh
them?
Lord. So awkward, funny. I don't know. Let me think. What would you think if you were speaking on me? What would it be? Maybe.
Something awkward or funny about you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, I'll switch it around.
Okay, I so that I think is funny is that you don't like outside.
Oh, no, I don't. Squirrels chase me, y'all.
Yes, the running from the squirrels
Animals seem to flock to me.
is because you don't like them.
Is
That's
that what
why.
it is?
Yes.
Oh, so they smell it like she
They're
don't
like
like
you
us.
don't
We're
like
gonna come get
me.
her. What is something awkward or funny about you?
Something that I think most people would find funny is that I am in my 40s and I will not go in the bathroom with the light off.
What you mean?
If the light is off in the bathroom, I'm not going in there.
At
And
all?
that is from when we were kids playing Bloody Mary at sleepovers.
Oh my God,
So,
trauma.
so to this day, if there is a mirror and it's dark, count me out.
Are you serious?
So if the power goes out, which I mean where we live, the power doesn't go out a lot. But
Right.
it does sometimes. If I have to go to the bathroom, I'll wait or I'll turn the flashlight on and I will hurry up.
What about like okay, so you go in there with a flashlight.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'll
okay.
hurry. Like it will be quick.
That is hilarious to me. I will say something awkward that I do, and this may just be awkward to me, but I always call the kids in birth order. I never say their name out of birth order. So it's like Chanel, Chad, Kraylin, Talia. And even if I'm only calling like 2 of them, I'll say Chanel, Chad, or I'll say Kraylin, Talia, or I'll say Chanel, Talia, or Chad, Talia. I will never say their names out of birth order for some reason. I don't know why. Am I alone on it, or do you do that?
I don't do that. I feel like a lot of people. I mean, I have less kids though. I
Right.
didn't say I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I have 2 granddaughters. So I don't have as many to go. So,
But do you just? But what you say like Xavier McKenzie?
but when I make lists, I do make them in order. Like if I'm making lists to make a reservation, I just start like I even go in order from the way my siblings were born. Like I go, my brother, me, my sister, my little brother,
I
And then we have significant others. I put them like underneath us, and then
Right.
how the kids were born. I do. I would let me backtrack. I have a niece and nephew. I have three nieces and a nephew, and my nephew will be mad if I don't acknowledge him. So, and I raised them like a lot too. So,
Right.
but back to your question, I don't think other people do that. I don't know. Maybe I feel like they just go down the list. They're like say the wrong name until they get to the right one. Like
I,
my older family members did that.
I cannot. I have to say it in birth order. It bothers me if I say their name out of order. Like if I was to say Chad and Chanel, I'm like, ooh, Chanel and Chad. It just does not sound right.
My grandma used to do it bad. She used to be like, Chris, Misty,
Like
because
in order?
no, that's
Oh,
like
out of order.
my cousin's name is Christy, my sister's name is Tiffany, but she's talking to me, so she starts with theirs, and then she ends on who she's talking to.
I just can't. Okay, so if you had to sum up who Misty was in a song,
In the song,
what song would be related to your life? Like, what song would you say is your theme song of the theme song of Misty?
I'm so like all over the place. I hate that song, like that. Okay, it is a Christian song. It's by Tasha Cobbs Leonard. It's Gracefully Broken.
Okay, I know that one. I like that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
What
'Cause
would you say?
oh gosh, when I was thinking of this question, I was thinking of the song, and it probably would be like a few. One for sure would be Jill Scott, "Living My Life Like
Oh,
Golden,"
okay. Yeah.
because I feel like I'm taking my freedom, y'all. Like
Yeah.
I'm I'm just living my life like it's golden, and probably what oh gosh, I had the song. Um, it's a crazy song because sometimes my life is just crazy, so I can't even think of the name of it. But for sure, Jill Scott, "Living My Life Like It's Golden" would probably be my one of my
Yeah.
theme songs. I probably have several, but that's one of the ones when I thought about it was like, that's kind of me, like all the everything. And now I'm just living my life like it's golden. Like I'm not
Yeah.
worried about anything. I'm not letting anything bother me. I'm just taking my freedom.
Do you think you've always been like that, or do you think that it came with age?
Definitely with age for me because I have went through a lot of things in life that I've just dealt with as far as crazy situations, learning to love me, learning to know who I am as a person and loving the skin that I'm in, especially because,
Yeah.
like I shared with you before, just like bullying, dealing with bullying as a child, I had to learn to say, you know what, I'm beautiful. No matter
Yeah.
what anyone thinks of me, no matter what people think of my skin complexion, because yes, I dealt with it, experience that kind of things. What about you? Like, you feel like now your life is golden? It's always still golden? Have you overcame things?
No, I feel like I wish it was always golden, but no. I feel like I've always lived kind of like a rough life, but like I mean, it started like when I was young,
Hmm.
a teenager, like kind of being on my own. Um, like I had a miscarriage at school,
Oh
in
wow.
high school.
I could not imagine.
Well, and I think that is like where my issues like with men came from a long time ago because I knew I was having a miscarriage. And I don't know if like you've ever had a miscarriage, but it feels like labor
Right.
because you're bleeding. So I remember this as vividly as when my kids were born. I was in Spanish class and I was like, oh, it hurts. So my Spanish teacher, she would never let you go to the bathroom unless you asked in Spanish. So I
Hmm.
guess she could see something was wrong. It's like because I asked her in English, I was like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" I was really really quiet, so I never even asked. I just waited.
Right.
So she was like, "Yeah, go." So I went to the bathroom. And I was like, "Oh, I need to go to the emergency room."
Oh my gosh.
So I called my mom, but my mom worked at a call center, so you couldn't. Back then we didn't have cell phones. You had to
Right.
call them. You gotta wait. I didn't have time for all
Right.
that.
Right.
So I called her job. I couldn't get her. I called the guy whose baby it was. He was like, "Oh, I'm busy right now."
Was he in high school or
No,
is a little older?
he.
Okay. So,
I never should have been messing with him.
but
Number one,
still
he should be jailed. But
unacceptable, especially because you
but
weren't in school and you could have. came to me if I called you.
I mean, if you were worried like about because yeah, I'm a minor and you were too old to be, you could have dropped me off at the hospital or something. So finally, I walked around. I found one of my friends. She couldn't take me. I found another one of my friends, and her mom worked across the street. Her mom took me home. And she's like, "Oh, she just started her period," and I was like, I was sitting on my backpack because that's how bad you bleed.
Oh my gosh.
So just like, "Oh, she just started her period," and I was like, "Yeah, that's good." And my brother, he's sitting in the rocking chair when I got home.
Hmm.
And he's like, go back to school. I like my brother back then, he was like super, super religious. I was like, F you, call mom and tell her to come and get me right
In the world, you
now.
like in pain
Then I mean
and
he didn't know. Like he didn't
but
know what the problem was. I'm sure he wasn't
oh
like
my
looking like,
gosh.
oh, something is wrong until I when I did that, like he realized, okay, something is wrong with her. Because as much as me and him used to like fight and argue, you like cuss on him.
Right.
So I just sat in the bathtub till my mom got there. And
Bleeding.
so yeah, because I was bleeding like that bad.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. I
So
cannot imagine.
So that was from that day forward. I was like, men suck. I don't think that anymore. Don't really be like, oh, she's a man hater. I'm
She was in high
not.
school. I
Yeah.
mean, of course, your first, I mean, you dealing with something so traumatic. And so, of course, you're going to associate this is how men are, you
Yeah,
know?
like I'm over here about to bleed to death and you're like, I'm busy, can't come get you. And I didn't think about it at the time. Like I said, looking back, it was probably because he knew he was too old to be talking to me,
Right.
taking me to the hospital. They would have had to have called the authorities. So
They would
yeah, I
have,
mean,
he was like, I ain't going to jail today.
yeah, but I mean, I didn't even think about that till like a year ago. I was like, you know what? That's probably why I didn't come.
Like, this girl to get me caught up. It's
So
not funny, but it's just like,
I
you,
mean, looking back now,
yeah,
we do laugh at it
you can laugh at certain situations. Like,
because I mean, when I was a teenager, I talked to a lot of men I shouldn't have been talking to, but I was the kid. They shouldn't have been
look,
talking
it's
to
the
me.
quiet ones, y'all. Look, it's the quiet ones.
Hey, they shouldn't have been talking to me. I didn't pursue them. They were the one pursuing the
And see,
teenager.
Misty over here talking to guys in high school. I'm over here playing with Barbie dolls. Like,
Right, like Missy's over here talking to men,
to
not
oh,
even
to men,
teenagers.
give her that to the men. Me, I'm over here playing with Barbie dolls and carrying on, worrying about going shopping and stuff. I wasn't. I don't even think like I didn't start dating until my mom would not let me even talk on the phone to boys until I was 16. Okay, and it was this one. I'm gonna tell her and get in trouble. Okay, Sylvia. Well, when we lived, I used to live in Virginia because I was raised in Virginia.
Yeah.
So we would, it was this guy my friend was talking to, and her cousin, they were all friends, and they had this one little guy. Okay, that was, I'm gonna say he was my first boyfriend. Um, her mom and them played in a bowling tournament. So we were going bowling with her parents, but really we were meeting up with the boys. We weren't doing anything. I didn't do anything, but I wasn't supposed to be meeting up with guys, like
Yeah.
I was 15. My mom, hey, yes, Sylvia, I was meeting up with Corey. Okay. And I remember his name. So we would meet up and we would spend the whole little Saturday at the bowling alley together. Just, I mean, her parents were there, but I mean, that was my sneaky little self doing something sneaky. And I carried that, not, I was kind of, growing up like young, I was
Okay.
really shy, especially around guys. And it came from just boys, not to make it sound like this, but boys, I don't know if they were attracted to me. I used to get picked on a lot by boys, like calling me like, oh, hate to talk about bullying, but again, just
True story.
they would talk about me and call me like tar baby and say ugly things about me. So boys kind of made me really have a self esteem issue.
Boys did.
Yeah, it wasn't the girls because my friends that I really were around, they were always like, "You're so pretty," and this and this and
Yeah.
this, and be real encouraging. But it was the boys, and the boys were the ones I was liking, but they
Yeah.
weren't liking me back. So I was like, okay. So I started feeling like, okay, something wrong with me. So it caused me to kind of just be real shy around men.
Okay.
Even to this day, like I'm still
Yeah.
real self-absorbed, confined around
Like
men. When I get
self-conscious.
around, yeah, I have that self-consciousness around men. I kind of get this nervousness. And one of my friends, she'll say, "You don't even know that man is flirting with you." And I go, "He flirting with who?" But it comes back to like that
Yeah.
childhood, like from being young and dealing with that from men. But we was Corey would come up there. He was my like my first little boy, and I would feel so guilty when I go home because I know I was not supposed to be meeting up with this boy at this bowling alley, even though I promise we didn't do anything because I just was like no, because I was still like, ooh, don't touch me,
She's over here, don't touch me, and I'm over
don't
here
touch.
getting pregnant.
And if you met us, like seriously, you would probably think I was the one messing with the men, right? And this one was over here sneaking at the.
So I didn't sneak. Okay,
Oh,
I'm with
she
like
said I didn't sneak.
my parents were divorced, so my dad wasn't there, and then my mom, she was at work, but I
Hmm.
I would tell her, but okay, I would let her sneak a little bit. So when my mom, she'll go to sleep. I would wait till she go to sleep. And I'll be like, "Can I go to so and so's house?" And I wasn't lying about where I went because the sneaky thing is my best friend's mom and the guy, they had the same car, like exactly the same.
Oh,
The only difference was one of them had a spoiler and one of them didn't, but they were both white. They were the same car. So I'll be like, "Oh, I'm just going with her." And it'd be like in the middle of the night. I'll be like, "Can I go with Angela?" She'd be like, "Yeah." And she'd wake up
she
in the
ain't paying
morning.
no
She
attention.
was asleep.
Oh
And
my
she
gosh!
would wake up in the morning and be like, "Did you go somewhere last night?" I'd be like, "Yeah, you said I could."
Like, Mama, you gave me permission. I asked. I mean, I had permission to go to the bowling alley. I just did not have permission to meet up with anybody. But that was my little sneaky thing with high school. Was I even in high school? I think
15,
I was.
yeah.
No, I wasn't even 15.
Mm,
I was 14 because we moved back to Texas when I turned 16. I may have been 15, so I was probably in the ninth grade because I
yeah.
only did 1 year of high school in Virginia. So I probably was like eighth grade and ninth grade. So that's what, 13, 14, 15,
Yeah.
around there. So I was, yeah, that was my sneaky time. And then my mom started letting me go to Corey's house, just go over there. We didn't do anything, y'all. Promise. I was not doing anything. Mind you, my body was like, oh God, don't look at me. And I am still like that to this day. And I know people are probably like, you need to go see a psychiatrist to handle this. But I don't because it's it's nothing wrong with me feeling like I feel like I'm just a shy person in a sense. Like I don't know. I am very shy with men.
I feel
And
like, I guess it's kind of like the society we live in because shockingly, with this story I told, I'm also like that. I'm very like, like having body dysmorphia and like looking in the mirror and being
right.
like, ugh. And no matter my size, I've always felt like that. I don't know where mine started. Mine started in the third grade.
Oh, not third grade.
Well, we moved around a lot. So
Mhm.
in the third grade, we moved to Forney
Okay.
and we rode the bus, and Forney was not like Forney is now. Forney was really really small, so all of the kids rode the bus from like elementary school to high school. So I think I was a high school kid on there, and she was going down the bus, being saying, "If you're fat now, you're gonna be skinny when you grow up. If you're skinny now, you're gonna
Who
be
said
fat when
that?
you grow up." This was an older kid, and she was so when she got it
What?
to me, she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be skinny when you grow up." I was like.
Mm, mm.
So ever since then, I was like, I'm fat, and no matter how skinny or how chubby or no matter what I've been, it's always in my head that I'm fat.
Man, that's my why I always say sticks and stones will
Hmm.
break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That is bull crap. Words
Words that hurt
hurt,
worse
and they
sometimes.
and they don't, because those sticks and that stones, those bruises, they heal. But sometimes those words, they kind of live in your head, like
Uh-huh.
rent free, for even to this day. Like being at our age, we still remember the words. You don't
Hmm.
remember the scars you got from skating or riding your
Exactly.
bike. Those are gone, right? But those words, they actually they stay there. They
Yeah.
kind of live there. So I'm big on like kids bullying. Like I hate for kids to be mean. So like
Yeah.
Talia, who's in pre-K, and she kind of deals with the little bullying stuff with the kids saying things to her because you know we have a gap. I have a gap, and my baby has a gap. So I remember she comes and she says, "Mommy, a little boy asked me why are you missing a tooth?" And I
Yeah.
dealt with this as a kid,
Hmm.
because I had a gap. People asking me like, "Oh, you're missing a tooth." Do you think it's
That
a
don't
tooth
even
that
look like
little?
you're missing
Like,
a
come
tooth.
on now. So I started telling her when she was feel some type of way because I always want her to know she's beautiful no matter what anyone tells her or no matter what critique someone makes of her because I don't want her to deal with having those little self-esteem issues that some things that I experienced. Not that my mom wasn't encouraging, but it was a little different back then.
Yeah.
We kind of was we were built. What's that? Fort tough,
Yeah.
you know. But now kids aren't like that. I don't think they're a little different than us.
Yeah. I mean, they are different
Yeah,
than us. I feel like everybody has been bullied at some point,
yeah.
and some people like we're saying that it didn't bother us, but at the end of the day, look at us pushing 50, and we're still
You
we
still remember it,
yeah.
okay?
So we might have said it didn't bother us, but obviously it did. It didn't bother us to the effect that like oh we're going home sad every day or
Right.
whatever, but it's stuck with us. Now
You
I will
remember
say
it.
when I told my mom that she made me ride the bus anymore, but
Like, no, not today, baby. But like Talia dealing with her gap. So we came up with this thing. And like when someone tells her something about her gap, she's supposed to say, "This is how God made me. I am created in the image of Him in Christ, you know,
yeah.
and God made me perfect." So this little girl at the school that I met, she has a little gap, and she said, "You have a gap like me." And her mom said she was kind of dealing with the fact of having a gap
Yeah.
because kids were making a comment about it. So I told her, I said, "Well, this is what I tell my daughter, and I tell myself." I said, "When someone says something about your gap, you say, 'God made me perfect.'" And so she saw me the other day, and she goes, "Perfect."
Aw. That's so
And
sweet.
her mom goes, "Girl, she loves that. That's what she tells everyone now." So it's like you have that opportunity as an adult or someone who like maybe you dealt with something like me dealing with like my I would say colorism because it's a real life
Yeah.
thing, especially in the black community with black men, black women, the light skin, dark skin. I don't get it.
Hmm.
We all black, right? We just got different skin tones.
At the end of the day, why does it matter?
I know, but it's a huge thing in the black community about the dark skins and dark light skins, and I'm like, but we all, I feel like, as an adult, if you've dealt with something as far as like someone bullying someone yourself, and you can share it with a kid or someone you may see going through it and make a difference for them. So that really touched me. Like I'm glad that I experienced that, so
Yeah.
I know how to handle it in the future. So I think maybe that's sometimes we go through something so we can be a lesson or we can help someone else
Yeah.
out in the future.
Yeah.
You think like that? Have you experienced something where you
I don't think I can think of like a specific thing where somebody was like, oh, somebody's making fun of me. The girls, they're little too, and the kids are mean because Layla's big teeth are coming in, and she's like, I have duck teeth, and I just kind of tell them the same thing, like God made you the way He wanted you to be,
yeah,
so and He made them the way they wanted them to be. There's nothing wrong with your teeth.
you just need to tell her he made it so you can bite an apple better, you know.
And she doesn't. She doesn't have duck teeth. It's just that she's still little and her adult teeth have come in.
And she's growing into her
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
But they don't know. And if you don't talk to your kids about certain things that other kids are messing with them about, then they don't know how to handle it. So I
yeah,
mean, but so with you, what was I was gonna ask y'all know it's hard freestyling, but we're gonna freestyle like we rappers today.
yeah.
And we wanted it to be authentic. What made you decide you wanted to do a podcast?
I feel like that. I feel like we both have a lot of stories
Mhm.
that we can share, maybe to help other people to feel like they're not alone, like in motherhood, like the situation I just told you. People keep a lot of things to themselves and don't realize that there's a lot of people out there that really can relate to you
Right.
and you can relate to them. So maybe just to give people something to listen to feel like they're not alone.
I like that. For me, it was, I remember I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and I do this a lot. I write a lot of stuff, and I was thinking about like all these stories and different situations that I had been experiencing. I put on Facebook, remember, and I said, I think I'm gonna start a podcast. I got something to say. And Missy was like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of the same. I feel like I watch a lot, do a lot of watch a lot of social media.
Yeah.
And it's so unrealistic in a lot of senses. And even some of the podcast things I look at and I watch a lot of people who will compare themselves or they want to be like what they see on social
Yeah.
media. And so for me, it was more like I want to help, maybe be a voice or maybe help someone who is dealing with something similar to what I've already
Yeah.
experienced, and just talking. I mean, just being able to laugh and grow and share those different
Yeah.
situations and how to handle them. So eventually, we would love for guests. We're trying to get guests and things like that. So where do you see or hoping that our podcast goes? Like, where would you like it to
I mean, of course,
go?
the intention is always for it
Right.
to grow our audience, to have people who also would want to come on and share their stories.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's the same. I would like it to be a growing platform, of course. But at the end, I really would love it to maybe help someone that we shared something that we went through and how we dealt with it. So I really would like it to be just something that helps and we could get guests, you know. They don't have to be celebrities. I would love to just get people, everyday people who have dealt with something in their lives and they're able to share that situation with people and tell them how they grew from that situation. So that's what I want for us, for our podcast, And if you all have any suggestions on episodes or topics you would like us to discuss, please share them in the comments.
Or just let us know, because if you would have asked me a long time ago, the little shy girl who never talked, who would have a dang near anxiety attack when it was her turn to read out loud in class during a podcast, I'd have been like, not me.
No, no, no. And me either, because like I said, I was a shy person. I do talk. People probably would never think I was a shy
No, I
girl,
wouldn't see you as being
but I
shy.
was. I was the kind of kid tucked away in the corner. Like I'm not talking to anyone. And I think I just grew to the point where I was like, you know what? I like me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with me. I'm good enough. No matter what anybody in the past told me, I'm just like, you know what? I am good. I'm good enough. I can be seen. It's
Yeah.
okay to be seen. And let me tell you, I still get my little,
Yeah. I still have my moments like
you
that too,
know,
like you said when you first met me.
yeah. My first impression of Misty was like, "Ooh, that girl mean." Like I thought she was mean.
And
Like
it was because I'm just quiet and I'm still in large groups. I'm still gonna be quiet.
that's me too. Like if it's too many people, especially people I'm not really familiar with, I'm gonna duck off in that corner. And people say that's a tourist thing. I don't really believe in all the
That's what.
zodiac
Oh,
tourist things.
yeah. I feel like you can't believe in that. Like,
Right. And I don't really.
yeah,
I mean, I laugh at it, but I don't really. I'm like, no, it's an Anya thing. It has
yeah.
nothing to
Because
do
I'm not
with.
a tourist and I do the same thing. So it's a personality
It's a
trait.
personality, and then in today's society, I'm scoping. Like I'm looking to
Yeah,
see.
and you have to.
Oh, I did just think of something awkward
Okay.
that I do. So I'm real big on, and y'all can, whenever I go to the store, especially if I'm with Talia, right? I have a time. Like I go in at a certain time and I time myself. Most of the time, I walk the perimeter of the store and I stay close to exit doors. And I know it sounds it's not really funny. It's a paranoia because of so many crazy things that happens in the store.
Mm.
And if I see too many people like in there with backpacks, I leave.
Oh, I see one with the backpack.
I
And
leave.
me and Mackenzie both, we see a backpack and we're like, why does he have that backpack?
Yeah, I leave.
Because why do you have a
I'm
backpack in the grocery
I
store?
am scoping the store and I stay close to exit doors. I walk the whole store and I already have a game plan. Like I have an escape plan for every store I go into. Target, Walmart, like, and I know it sounds crazy. Like y'all probably thinking like, oh girl, that ain't funny, that's sad. But no,
I don't think that it's sad. I
I
think
just
it's the world that we live in.
it is. And having a little kid with me, I'm very cautious of my surroundings and just being mindful of what's out really in this world and really what's around me. And so I think it's a little awkward sometimes, it can seem, but like if I'm by myself, I walk differently. But when I have that little one with me, I'm on like high alert. I am paying attention to everyone. I am locking
Hmm.
her in, because no, I'm
I'm
not.
I'm not like that with the exit doors, but I feel like, especially with that stuff with like that girl in paradise and stuff, I've noticed when I'm with the girls, I'm way more paranoid. I'm like,
Yeah,
get over here, hold my hand, hold onto my shirt, like even if they're just like right there.
and you have
I'm like,
to,
get over here, get by me. And I'm
right?
like, these people are probably like, what's wrong with that lady?
So don't judge us too much. We're just sharing some things with you.
Hey, you crazy people in the world made us like this.
But really, we just wanted to share like some stuff, some truths about us today, and so you can get to know us a little better and know who you're watching. We are real life women, real life moms, real life mimis and yayas, and we experienced some things, and we're gonna share a lot of stories. We're gonna get a little personal, So
Yeah,
just follow
I
along our journey.
I got a little personal today. Like
You did. I love
a
it.
lot
You
of
love
people
it.
didn't know, don't know that.
I love that. And Sylvia, don't think you can whip me because I told you I used to sneak to the bowling alley.
It's a little alternative.
So, that's all
Yeah.
on our
So
show.
we will see you guys again next week.
Thank you for watching Situation of the Matter. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Situation of the matter. Situation